back to Geek Out SA. It's Friday and we're having fun and we're talking about Geeky TV today. So, and we're gonna be messing with a couple of camera things here and there. So you might be able to see me like real close, and then you might see me as like normal, and then Colleen too. And then you got your pigtails on.
I did. I wanted to do something different. I've been feeling kind of like, I don't know. Like, I gained a bunch of weight, and I've been feeling fat, and I've been feeling like, oh, what was me? So I thought maybe pigtails would help. And, like, not eating carbs.
You look good to me. Help. Black and Silver Diamond says, what up and hi. Yay, hi, Black and Silver Diamond.
Diamond's back.
So thanks for watching. You're a loyal viewer, and we like it when you watch. So tell other people that you're watching us right now, and maybe we'll explode like we did last week, which was really weird.
Yeah,
it was like totally exploded last week. For what reason, I have no idea.
But totally appreciative, so.
Roger Herrera says hello. Hello, Roger.
Hey, Roger.
How's it going?
How's it going? So I'm all down for talking TV because I have to admit I have a TV problem.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, so do you, because you're right there next to me every night. But we kind of have a TV problem.
And there's a lot of geeky shows out there right now.
Yeah, and a
ton of them.
A lot that I think are doing a good job. Although I think that you and I are going to disagree about a few tonight.
Yeah, Roger says love the pigtails.
Oh, thanks, Roger. I haven't told you some of my opinions. I've been keeping them to myself so that I'm going to kind of shock you a little bit tonight on the show.
Okay.
With some of the things that I'm thinking.
Okay.
So I was trying to not give away everything so that we can have a little more of a banter and see how that goes tonight.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Let's see how that works.
Yeah.
I'll try not to be too upset.
Be too upset or shocked.
Black and Silver Diamond says, guess where I was? Where were you, Black and Silver
Where
Diamond?
were you, Black and Silver Diamond?
You're at the Spurs game.
Of course.
Black and Silver. But yeah, we watch a lot of Geeky TV. So,
which one do you want to start with?
Let's start off with what started off, 2 weeks ago? Supergirl.
Okay.
Supergirl.
Avi.
Okay. So, Supergirl came back, and I thought they'd done a good job on it.
So we're seeing a lot of her dealing with these issues of Mon-El being gone, and she's still dealing with the issues of being away from her parents and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of sort of threw a tantrum, was like, I can't deal with all this. I'm just going to go and like hide in my room and just be Supergirl and not be Kara Danvers and not like do my job anymore. Like, why do I have to have a job? So I liked that they were showing her. I still like this of her and Clark Kent having this very human side. Now, she was much older when she got here, although she was still in those like preteen years. And for Clark, he was so little, he kind of grew up with nothing but seeing that human emotion and stuff like that. So I like it when they show those kind of humanity type sides of these heroes. So I normally, normally I'm like, oh, just suck it up and move on, right? That's I'm normally the worst when it comes to like storyline, yeah.
And Black and Silver Diamond says it was a convention. You were at a convention, so
at a convention.
Cool. What convention? Let us know.
So how are you feeling about all of this? Is for me, that was kind of the side of the show that I was enjoying. What side of the show were you enjoying?
I was really I don't know, I just like the interaction of the whole thing. I just like the entire premise of it.
I really like Lena Luthor kind of coming into her own and showing quite a bit of backbone. She had some kind of Sansa moments because you thought you get these moments where you think Lena's going to cow down and she's going to... I
kind of didn't like her.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not? Because you didn't like her pushing around Jimmy Olsen?
I don't really... Well, or as he likes to be called on the show, I'm James Olsen, not Jimmy. But
I liked her asserting like that side of herself. I mean, she has always been in Lex's shadow. She's always been kind of under her mother's thumb. So I liked that of her being like, hey, you know, I bought this. I saved your butts, basically.
I just see something coming bad from her.
I mean, she's a Luthor, so you have to anticipate that at some point that's going to happen. What I don't know is I have not read the comics enough to know who this villain is supposed to be this season. I don't know who this villain is in the chair. Do you know who this villain is? Because you got the villain on Gotham like super fast this week. Like you knew right away who that was, but we haven't really talked about who this is. But you didn't really read the Supergirl comics either, so I don't know who this villain in the chair is. Some kind of Brainiac something. But Brainiac is not DC. Is Brainiac DC?
Brainiac's DC.
Brainiac is DC, but is it Superman?
It's Superman.
Yeah.
But I think you're thinking Flash.
No.
Flash had that guy.
Oh, Flash has that guy with
where was it?
Metahumans?
No.
Who has that?
Was it Supergirl?
I thought it was. Now I'm mixing them all together.
Or was it...
Now I'm mingling them all together in my mind.
That's how it works with you.
That works with me all the time. I'm like that. I'm like, oh, that worked. I thought it was Supergirl.
Roger Herrera says The Gifted and Star Wars Discovery is what I'm watching now. We saw the first...
So you watched
Star Wars
The Gifted.
Discovery. I did watch The Gifted. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it kind of weirded me out to see Vampire Bill on it.
It's in that phase where you're still getting to know the characters and stuff, so I haven't loved it yet. Didn't hate it, but I haven't like really invested in it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So and then Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek Discovery.
I saw like half of the first episode, but it's not on demand.
No, it wasn't on demand, and we didn't get to see all of it because it was really bad. The recording that we got.
Yeah, the recording that we got on the DVR
there was
was
just
like
a bad
choppy
connection,
and stuff.
real choppy and stuff.
So after that, I didn't even know what day it was on, and then I didn't DVR them, and you can't get them on demand, which is really stupid.
But what we saw looked pretty cool.
Looked good, and I wanted to see it, so I'm hoping maybe
it's
they'll
on
let
CBS on demand or something like that. And
because that's the thing is everybody's trying to take over the Netflix market.
Mm-hmm.
So because Disney's pulling all of their stuff from Netflix and they're starting their own like Netflix type streaming thing. So now all of these big networks are going to do it too. It's like whatever. I just want to watch it. Like if I'm already paying for your channel on cable, why can't I watch your stuff on demand? Especially if it's that season. Like I could see if you're asking to see like 2 or 3 seasons ago, but this season is still happening. Why can't I go see it on demand? I don't know.
I know they got a lot of backlash for it.
Oh, I'm hoping they get enough backlash that they put it on because I missed it, and I've been hearing that it was really good. I wanted it to be really good because the Orville stinks so bad. Please tell me. I know you've been DVRing it, but we haven't really been watching the Orville. Are you still vested in it? When are you going to give up the ghost on Orville?
I haven't been watching Orville. I lost interest.
So do you feel like you've given up the ghost on it? It was so bad.
I'll probably watch what I've recorded, but I haven't even watched what I recorded. So I don't know. Oh, and Black and Silver Diamond says, guess which one, Vince? Which convention? What's a convention that recently happened?
I don't know. I know that Alamo City is going to be next weekend.
Next weekend?
And I know the Northside NirvanaCon is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, they got Ekman's 25th.
Realms? Maybe RealmsCon?
No, been gone.
Last weekend.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
It was last weekend, right?
Yeah.
So Realms. My guess is RealmsCon. Do I win? I want to be the winner. So I was really disappointed in Orville because I wanted it to be like Simon Pegg has made the new Star Trek movies. I think Star Trek and funny, right?
Yeah.
It's relevant. It's still Star Trek, but it has that comedy. So I was hoping, and I should have known better from McFarlane. Like he's Peter Griffin funny. He's like potty humor funny. But when he tries to be like political funny, he's not funny.
No.
It kind of makes you sad. And the Orville was making me kind of sad. I was like, oh,
well,
that's sad.
Like I saw that Western that he was in, and he's playing kind of the same character that he is
on the Orville.
On the Orville.
Yeah, I was like, is this just a continuation of that. It was like 1,000 Ways to Die in the West or something like that. That Western was terrible. That was terrible. Like, he's not funny. You think
He
he's
says
funny.
you'll never guess
Oh,
what
so
convention
it
it was at.
It
So
wasn't
it wasn't that
Ralph's.
one. So maybe it was something bigger.
I don't
It was
know.
bigger, something bigger that happened
I don't know.
recently. New York Comic Con?
Mm.
Was it New York Comic Con? Maybe it was
No,
that.
I don't think so.
That would be cool if it was. You're all wrong.
Boo. Boo.
So, what were we talking about?
TV shows?
TV shows, but
That's
what
what the show's about.
were we specifically
We were
talking
talking about Supergirl, and then I talked a little about Orville, and then Roger talked about Star Trek a little bit, and we tried to talk about that. And
Yeah, I was talking about the last thing we were talking
then
about.
Supergirl?
Supergirl.
Or
We were talking
Orville.
about Seth MacFarlane.
We were talking about Seth MacFarlane. So do you want to go back to Supergirl, or you want to talk about
So
Seth?
back to Supergirl.
Okay, let's do that.
So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it's two. We've seen two already, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Because we saw Monday, and then
So I'm looking forward to next times because I really like the Martian Manhunter character.
I do.
So I am looking forward to
I do.
them having to go to Mars and deal with whatever's going on in Mars. I like this thought of these alien races on Mars and this conflict happening on Mars. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So I was on the fence with Supergirl when it first started, and I thought maybe not, but it has really grown on me and it has really evolved over time to become something that I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I know sometimes people have a problem because we're very much girl power, and sometimes she's still a little, fallen princess mushy kind of stuff, but I think that's just because she's young and she's not really sure of herself, and
well, that is why.
but I mean, I think that's the intention.
Mhm.
People read too much into things sometimes, so
Yes, we give up. We give up, Black and Silver Diamond.
we give up.
Where did you go?
We concede.
We did concede.
Defeat.
So, what else did we see that day? Monday,
Dude, I don't remember all the days. are the
Tuesday.
same.
Well, Tuesday it's Flash. So we've been watching Flash for the past couple of weeks.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed it.
So this is one of the ones.
All right, the
where-
first one of this season. What did you think?
Okay, so this is the one where we're gonna differ, and so I've been holding my tongue on this one so that I could give you the explosion tonight. It's
And go.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
You don't
the
like it?
whole he comes out of the Speed Force and is so confused. It was perfect. It was beautiful. It was gibberish. It was okay, we're gonna see them trying to heal Barry over time, and then 3/4 of the way in, oh my God, Iris is in trouble. I'm saved. I'm healed. I'm wonderful. I saved her. I'm Barry. Freaking seriously? That was stupid.
Why is that stupid?
That was weak writing. That was pathetic storyline. It was real stupid.
But he was probably in the Speed Force for what would have seemed like 1,000 years, maybe more.
Which means he doesn't just click when Iris is in trouble and all of a sudden he's Barry again. It was really stupid.
But his processes are faster.
Oh my
now.
God, no.
Yeah, so he was able to recover quicker.
No, I mean, he was a whole
He
new
was
language.
in the Speed Force.
Yes, and they could have played on that storyline for a couple of episodes and given us a couple of episodes of
No, but take this. Oh, I didn't see Barry do anything, so that's what you would have said.
No,
if he
I
hadn't
like
done
the
anything.
aspects of Cisco and Wally, and what is up with Wally's hairdo is freaking me out. He looks real stupid with his hair straightened like that. I don't know, he wants to be Prince.
He wants to be Barry.
Yes, he's trying to look like Barry. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
That was weird.
I want him to go back to himself and be himself. But yeah, I totally
Black and Silver
hate it.
Diamond says Alamo City Furry Invasion.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
It's a
that's the
thing?
thing.
Well, thumbs up. Furry
So
invasion.
I like a lot of the furries that we've seen at a lot of the conventions.
I do.
But
They're fun. Real social.
how
and-
was the furry convention? Because I've never seen a whole convention of furries.
Explain. So
Because we've seen stuff on it, in CSI and
Yeah,
stuff like
there
that.
was a
Yeah,
CSI
no.
episode.
Yeah.
And there was a Bones episode.
Yeah, Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So I knew that you were going to be like, I love Flash. Flash is the favorite. Flash can do no wrong. And it's been real boo. Like, boo. I mean, I thought that the Cisco date thing was it was cute. Like, that was a cute storyline. Okay, we get to see Cisco and he's getting his moment. The whole, like, Barry and Iris needing therapy. Like, I wanted to slap Iris in the face. Are you seriously mad at Barry because he left you to save the whole world?
Here is my thing on that. She told him to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it was real stupid. I didn't like
She
that.
told him to go. It's not like, oh, you went, because you're like, oh, you went, you didn't even ask me. You told him to go.
You told him to go. You wanted him to...
That was a discrepancy from last season.
And I think we don't remember, but we do.
Yeah.
It's just like they think we don't remember that on Grey's Anatomy, Arizona should have a fake leg, and she doesn't anymore. Well, how did that happen? I'm just saying.
And every so often they were like throwing it in that she did, but this season, no. It's like not a thing.
I get mad at some of these discrepancy things. It's like, oh, like last season they had 5 kids, and this season they only have 2 kids or whatever. Like they used to do that on Desperate Housewives and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. Those are soap opera things, but.
Oh, they went like, they jumped like 5 years.
Yeah, it's like everybody is 6 years old. Now everybody's a teenager. What?
Yeah.
When did that happen? Yeah, those are soap opera type things that happen in those types of shows. But I don't know. So I've been really mad at Barry. Not Barry, but at the Flash writers. Like, I think I don't know. It felt like they weren't trying. It was like a Superman and Batman moment. Like, oh my God, our moms have the same name. We'll be best friends forever. We'll make bunk beds and do fun stuff. I don't know. I didn't like it. Yeah. It bothered me. It bothered me a lot. Like, I wanted them to play out this storyline of him being affected and them trying to find out, like, how to pull him out. And it was just like, oh, yeah, he's been in the Speed Force and all these terrible things and stuff. And, oh, but he's fine.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. He's fine. I'm like, was it a dream? Is this Dallas or what? Like, I don't know.
He was in the Speed Force, so he can recover from things a lot quicker now.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how any of that works.
That's exactly how it works. He came out of the Speed Force faster than he was when he went in.
That doesn't mean he's like healing his mental. This is like his mental capabilities, and he's like writing a whole nother language. You've been traumatized in something for like 1,000 years, and you come out and like a few hours later you're fine.
Well,
even though you're super
we don't know that
fast.
it was 1,000 years. Maybe it was like 2 years.
I mean, he had like a full-on beard and stuff. And then when did he shave? He like full-on beard and like wild man, and then
he's super quick.
He was like
fast.
super clean and then ready to save Iris. I don't know. It made me want to gag.
No,
it was terrible.
His dad shaved him.
Oh, did he?
Or what's his name shaved him?
Well, that's basically his dad.
Yeah.
I guess I missed that. I don't know. The whole episode made me want to gag. I hated it. It was terrible. So, okay. So I hope it gets better.
It will. I think it will.
I mean, we're going to have Caitlin be the evil snow girl again.
Well, she's fighting it more than she was last season.
I know, but it's like they know all this technology and stuff, and, you know, I don't know.
Oh, Black and Silver Diamond says, it was fun. I think a mouse might have had a crush on me. And he also says, I played musical chairs.
Huh. Musical chairs is fun.
So that's the thing that you do at a furry convention?
I guess so. I play musical chairs, like, super aggressively. I have a problem. I do. I'm too aggressive when I play games.
Don't worry, we're going to get you a mini table in here so you can flip it when you don't agree with it.
Wow. Or they make the little mini ones that you flip with your finger.
Flip it.
Yeah, but then we're getting back into the whole flipping of the bottle back in 2000.
No more bottle flipping. Never again.
So
then there was the Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends Tomorrow on
which
Tuesday
is just
as well.
It's just the goofiest crap. Oh, sorry. It's just the goofiest junk ever, but I watch it because it's the goofy. Like, you know it's going to be a asinine, like, storyline, and it's going to be goofy and stupid, and that's why you watch it. Like, I don't watch that show for any kind of substance. That show's real stupid.
Yeah. Is she good?
No. Where did you put the batteries?
The batteries went out?
Yeah.
Here.
What's going green and red and green and red?
Are you touching it?
I'm not touching anything. Always accusing me of touching stuff.
Here.
Yeah, that's not gonna work because we don't have.
They went out?
Anywhere.
Yep. Batteries are dead.
Oh, now you can see my face really close. Can
I
you hear me,
just put
Stuart?
those in, but they came from they were in the box.
Can you hear me, Stuart?
Yes, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
So back to work.
So technical issues.
Keep talking, Vince.
Because it's not Geek Out SA without a technical issue.
It's
So
not.
so tell me what your thoughts are on Legends of Tomorrow. Are you in the same spot where I am, where it's just like stupid fun just for the sake of stupid fun, or
Yeah.
do you think it has
because
any kind of substance?
It doesn't have as much substance as everything else.
Not really. Like, you're like, I just want them to do something stupid. I mean, they're so stupid all the time, right? And they wreck things so bad. Like, nobody could be that stupid, right? Especially, like, intelligent scientists and all these things that they're supposed to be.
I like how they're telling, well, that was stupid. Why did you do that?
Why did you do that? So they're really stupid. So
You have a time machine.
right. You can fix all of this stuff like that. And you have all this technology and stuff. So it's super stupid. The other comic book show that I continue.
He says you should go to a furry convention, Vince. Eventually I just check it out.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't have a furry suit, but I'll go check it out.
go check
Can
it
you
out.
go without a furry suit?
I would think so. I mean, they want revenue, so
Yeah.
it's like anybody.
No.
No, you gotta leave. I don't want your money. Your money's no good here without your furry suit.
So you
then-
can buy a suit here. Yeah,
So
you
then
come
the
on, but you have
other-
to buy a suit.
The other comic book show that we watch that I really like that people have been like kind of poo-pooing is Gotham.
Gotham's really good.
I really enjoy
really
Gotham.
liked it
Like
because
really
it
love
really
Baby Bruce.
showing-
Like love him.
You really see why Bruce Wayne is in the state that he's in right now. Just as a character.
And I like Jim Gordon too, although he makes more mistakes than you want him to, and sometimes you want to punch him in the face too and be like,
But I think
give
they-
him, shake
But
him
they
real
do that
good.
for a reason, I think. I think because Bruce is mimicking
Commissioner Gordon. Well, he's not a
He's not
commissioner yet.
yet.
Jim Gordon.
Jim Gordon. And
And
I
Alfred.
think he's learning from that.
And Alfred. You
Yeah.
see a lot of Alfred's upbringing, which is great. I really thought that the actor that they chose was really great. He's very believable. Sorry. I don't know why that yawn was like, I was trying to suppress it and it wouldn't go away.
Wiley Giles says this all sounds like a horrible idea. Is that John? Is that John?
What sounds like a horrible idea? Which, the furry thing? Probably. No, I have pictures of Vince with like groups of furries, like hugging him and stuff. Yeah, it's a thing.
He said, Black and Silver Dice says, yes, I went and dressed as Fievel.
Oh, that's right. You told us you were going to do Fievel.
Yeah.
Did you make the Fievel or you bought the Fievel? I forgot. And it's Fievel, the original Fievel, not Fievel Goes West.
And Black and Silver Diamond says, who's ready for Otaku Fair?
I mean, Vince is
I
because
am.
he's running.
because I'm running. It's Otaku Fair X Game Expo, or Game Expo and Otaku Fair,
or whatever.
or whatever. We're both running it. No furries. I guess John doesn't like furries.
Not down for the furries.
He's not down for that.
So I was really impressed when you picked up Solomon Grundy right away.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking it, but I was like, oh no, I think I'm wrong. And then you were like, oh my God, that's Solomon
because
Grundy.
he started going in, and they put him in some kind of like a swamp thing, and I was like, Solomon Grundy came from the swamp, didn't he?
I have no
I'm pretty
idea.
sure that he did, and he was like a
I just remember him being a big lumbering kind
Like
of
a-
like on the animated series.
yeah, like a Frankenstein monster kind of
Yeah.
deal.
How do you feel about the whole Riddler?
Oh, he
like,
says I made it and West.
Oh, made it and West.
He made it
Five
5
Goes
West.
West.
Goes West.
How do you feel about the whole like the Riddler doesn't have the memories and is not intelligent anymore?
The Riddler is just not doing it for me this season.
Yeah, I didn't think you were like really
You're just
enjoying
like,
that character
meh.
anymore. Like,
Because he can't do anything.
yeah.
He's not smart anymore.
So it's like, what's the
So,
point of him?
it's
Yeah,
like,
you
what's the
need
point of
him to
you?
be like a thorn in Penguin's side, and
Yeah.
then there's no thorn.
But I do like Penguin. I like Penguin more than I ever have.
Yeah. Yeah, Penguin is really starting to pick up, and
Yeah.
he, but you can see him already pedaling towards his own downfall. So it's just a matter of time before Penguin does himself in.
Yeah.
He's showing a lot of strength, but you can see he's starting to crack in a few places.
Mm-hmm.
Because, just like all the other bad guys in Gotham, he's a cuckoo bird. So
And then you see what's her name from
from Teen
Teen
Wolf,
Wolf.
which I totally didn't believe you. Vince was like, "Oh my God, that's the girl from Teen Wolf, the Argent girl," and I was like, "No, it's not." And yes, it totally
Yeah,
is.
it totally was.
Which, speaking of Teen Wolf, we've been catching up on that again too. I don't know why we stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that show is super good too.
Yeah.
And it's not like Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf.
No.
It's like it's
And a
another
lot of
one of
people
those
get
like
upset about that because they're, it's just like Dawson's Creek and
kind of. It's kind of 90210
it's kind
Dawson's
of like
Creek
90210,
meets supernatural
but
stuff.
it's a lot of supernatural stuff.
Yeah, and the kid that plays Styles and the kid that plays Scott, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good. And Lydia, really good.
Mhm.
Like really, really good. So I enjoy that show a lot too. So if you like, it's kind of Scooby-Doo-ish, supernatural 90210-ish kind of thing. It's, teen angst and stuff is thrown in there, so it's good.
But in season 6, they're going to be out of high school.
Right. So I'm wondering how long
And we
they're
haven't
gonna...
even gotten to that
We
yet.
haven't gotten there. So I'm wondering how long they're going to hold out on this show or if it's going to be over soon, too. Because you can only call it Teen Wolf until they're not teens anymore. Which in Actorland is until you're 35. So...
Black and Silver Diamond says, if Otaku Fair bombs, if it fails, then can we have Mizumi come back?
No.
No, it can
You
never.
can't.
That can never be a thing
That's
again.
not going to be a
It's not a
thing
thing.
anymore.
It's owned by a different company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not a thing anymore. Sorry.
The college
The
actually
same people that did Mizumi though are doing Otaku, so you shouldn't see anything except for a transition to a different space.
Yeah.
That's really all you should see, and then hopefully this merging of gaming and the anime. That's all you should see. The transition was that the college needed it to be scaled down, they needed it to be smaller, and the people that were running it are not college students anymore. They're grown-ups, and they were trying to run it, but they gave it over to the anime club who decided not to do anything with it. So it's kind of like people grow up and change and move on and things happen.
Mhm.
So, but you should see seamless.
So don't expect
you know,
that. Don't expect Mizumi Con to come back because it will
It's
not,
not
come
ever going to
back.
come back.
And besides, Mizumi means lake.
Yeah,
Because it was at
Our Lady of the Lake. So, so not a thing. But
But
it's going to be
we'll
great.
definitely check it out and be there in this new venue that we have. And it's all gaming. It's Otaku Fair and Game Expo. And we're going to have a lot of tabletop games. And we're going to have some indie video games there as well.
And you're still going to get the same kind of panels. You're going to get anime-style gaming. There's an anime role-playing game. There's going to be some live-action anime gaming. There's going to be all the panels that they're used to. There's cosplay stuff. There's a maid cafe. So still the anime stuff that you're used to, just transitioning to a new space and then adding in the gaming. Think like on the road to Dragon Con. Okay, if you've ever heard of Dragon Con, it's a big anime gaming con. So, but we digress from TV.
Yeah, back to
I
Back to
just got a
TV.
retracted message right now.
Oh, so back to TV.
Yes, TV. We
So
talked
Teen
about
Wolf.
Gotham. We talked about Teen Wolf.
Super awesome and great.
Those
We
are really cool.
talked about how awful Orville is. It's just the worst.
Well, I'm just not watching it again, so I don't really.
I mean, come on, it was awful. Let's just be honest. It was really awful. It really wasn't worth watching. You're watching The Gifted. We need to kind of
I like The Gifted.
get into that and
Yeah.
kind of catch up on it.
I'm not. It's early on, so I'm not really attached to the characters yet.
Right. So we need to kind
So
of
I
see if
need-
we
I-
can become vested in it. Yeah.
We're gonna be invested in so many.
So I was finally invested in Fear the Walking Dead because it finally looked like some of them might die, which was great. I was like, yay! They're going to kill some of them because they're awful and I hate them. But it looks like they gave them like an escape route where things might have gone their way, and so next season we might see them again, which is like, they're terrible. I hate Fear the Walking Dead. I just hate the characters.
I I I'm getting tired of the mom.
Oh, finally.
No, I've been tired of her for a long while.
She's the worst.
She's like always seems to make the wrong choice
Yes.
every single time.
Yes. And she's just one of those people where she knows everything about everything and she can do no wrong and everybody's just going to listen to whatever she has to say and follow along with her, and it's like
I think people are thinking that's kind of old.
Yeah.
Wiley Giles says must have more Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait till that comes
when
back.
When is
yeah.
that it'll be another year and a half before that comes out again.
I guess.
You don't have to wait forever.
Yeah, after the Punisher, which comes out next.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait a long time. Did you see both seasons, Guile, or just the first one? Because both were pretty dang good. I thought both Daredevil seasons were really good.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Stranger Things, which is in a few more days.
That's going to happen. A few more days. Oh.
I feel really cruddy because I keep telling myself, like, I'm not going to binge watch. I'm not going to binge watch. We're going to, like, watch an episode and, like a normal TV show, right? So that we don't have these big gaps of time, because that's the problem with these Netflix shows. Is you're binging, like, I got to watch it. I just want to see one more. We always do this. Just one more. We're just going to watch one more. Just one more. It's 2 a.m., just one more. And then you've watched the whole thing and you're like, oh, crap-a-doo. I've got like 18 months to wait till the next one.
Well, you know what we have to catch up to that we haven't been watching is Riverdale. And we have them on the DVR, 2 episodes already. And we haven't even looked at it at all.
Yes, we need to do that too. I really like Riverdale too, but Riverdale's another one of those it's a 90210 Scooby-Doo-ish kind of like mashup.
It is, but then it isn't.
So.
Because of all the stuff that happens. Yeah. It's really dark.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons I like about it.
Yeah.
But they do enough homage to the comic.
They do.
That
it's still enough to hold.
It's still enough to hold.
Because I was really worried about it. I'm going to be super honest because Archie's my absolute fave when it comes to comics, aside from the Ninja Turtles. But like if I had to pick between the two, I think I'd probably pick Archie. Just barely, but I would pick Archie. So I was really, really worried about Riverdale. I was like, it's going to be terrible. I don't want to watch it. And I was complaining and moaning the whole time. I was like, this is going to be the stupid thing ever. And then...
And this was her look after she's like, darn it, I like it.
That's exactly what I did. I was like, I was ashamed. I was like, oh, I like it a lot. I felt really bad about myself.
It was good.
It was good. It was super good. Yeah.
It was good. So I really like to catch up to that this weekend.
So yeah, I can't wait to catch up on that one. So, but seriously, we have a TV problem.
Designated Survivor.
Okay, so Designated Survivor is starting to make me depressed. Just because of the current president that we have. And Kiefer Sutherland is so good. Now, I realize people wrote everything and it all turns out nice and neat in the end. And it's not like super nice and neat. Like, not everything works out.
And it's not like he's playing the character of our current president.
No, he's like playing the character of a good president. And so someone who like cares about other human beings. So it's hard to watch because I'm, traumatized. So.
What drop? Did something drop?
Did the signal drop? We just heard the doodaloo. It broke. We broke it.
I don't know.
On OBS?
Did we break OBS? Maybe y'all ended the episode earlier than we thought. So yeah, there are like non-nerd shows that we watch too. Designated Survivor is one of them. The other one that I just cannot live without and I wish was on Netflix and I could binge like 700 episodes is The Good Doctor.
Yes. That one was really good, and it gives you a really good perspective of, I would assume,
and I know from experience
from an autistic person.
So I know from experience because I have had at least one autistic student in my classroom every year, sometimes two or three, not in the same classroom, but over the course of the day. So I have seen students who are on the autism spectrum everywhere from just Asperger's all the way to, unfortunately, nonverbal students with autism. So.
Oh, and Thomas Harris says, burn! Signal is still up. Good.
So.
And The Good Doctor is awesome. Yes, it is.
It's spectacular. This kid must have gone to maybe hang out with people, found parents maybe that had autistic. Maybe he went to a place where there were autistic adults and met some of them, like in a group home environment or something. He has to have done his research.
He did some
or
good
he
research.
knows somebody in his family or something, because he's spot on. He's super spot on. Like, one of the things about Rain Man, which is one of the first times we see autism in a movie, is Rain Man is great, but in order to move the story along, a lot of the time they let him explain some of the reasoning behind his behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
And a real autistic person normally is not capable of doing that. It's higher on the spectrum, they can, depending on where they are on the spectrum. But even then, a lot of the times they have this rule set and they don't know how to explain like why they have that rule set. It just is what it is. Like, Tuesdays is pancakes. I eat it with my, toothpicks, and that, Wapner at 4 o'clock. Like, that's it, right? Or like when he talks about the underwear at Kmart, it would be just a repetition of, this is what my brain has decided that I need, and it's hard for them to get past that. Now, as adults, they learn some coping, but it was good because in this last episode, he has a super autistic meltdown, and you really see him, because he does not want a provider, a care provider, and so you really see him have kind of like an autistic moment. So I think it's great because it shows, because I think people make a lot of assumptions because of their socialization problems, because of some of that repetitive speaking, that you can't communicate with people with autism. So I like that this is showing that not only can you communicate with them, but a lot of them are highly intellectual and they can be successful.
And also shows the kind of things, the outside influences that can affect an autistic person. Because I think it was in the last episode, they take him to a bar, and it's everything that he can see everything, but everything's kind of like blurry, and then he can hear stuff, but it's kind of like muddled. It's too sensory overload, and they do a good job of showing that.
Yeah, so that you feel uncomfortable like he would, right? And you're like, oh, I feel why he feels that, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I never looked at it from his perspective, but now I feel why he feels that. So I'm really, truly, that is one of the most enjoyable shows for me currently. Like, as soon as I can watch it, I'm down to watch it. And I'm hoping, Flash used to be that for me too. So I'm hoping that Flash returns to that.
Yeah.
And then as far as animated stuff, we try to watch Star Wars, the Clone Wars. We're trying to get caught up on that so that we can move into Rebels.
Yeah.
I love Clone Wars. I'm telling you.
Are we going to have to watch Rebels on the Disney? We're going to have to order the Disney thing?
We're going to have to order the Disney thing instead of Netflix because we're so far behind. I've been really liking this season of Clone Wars that we're watching because it's been a lot of episodes about R2 and C-3PO. So you know how much I love them. And I'm just like super excited by all of these. Marksula
says, hey Vince, when does NirvanaCon start tomorrow? NirvanaCon says it starts at 10.
Starts at 10.
It starts at 10. If you're setting up there as a
vendor or whatever.
Or a vendor, it probably opens at like 8 or 9, something like that.
I was going to check on the website really quickly because I'm actually on it because I wanted to give out that information.
It says 10 on the website.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is for vendors because I'm not a vendor.
Yeah. So it's 10. And they have stuff going. Like, I'm looking at their schedule right now, and they have stuff starting at 10 and then going all the way to 3, which is when it runs. So 10 to 3 tomorrow. So just enough fun, for the kids. And
so I'll be a panelist there from 11 to 12, and then 1 to 2,
I think. Yeah.
11 to 12, I'm doing the so you have a game idea. Is that it?
Yes.
And then the other one is how to be a YouTuber.
Yes.
From 1 to 2. So and Colleen's going to be on as well.
I am. So that, because I thought I was going to have to go to college, but I don't. So I'm going to go and do some of the panels with him and just walk around. And Austin's going to be there.
Yes.
And Freddie Lopez is going to be there
as well.
So, and there's going to be several authors there. So if you have students, even if they're not in Northside, but if you have, teens and preteens, this is a good event to take them to. It shows
Angel
literacy
Delacroix is going to be there as
for
well.
Hebe Studios. So it's going to show literacy through other forms of reading, comic books, manga, different kinds of ways to get your literacy in. So,
and it's open to everyone, or and it's open to everybody. So go ahead and check it out and
Support
have
our
fun.
side.
I think Mark is actually going to be there, be a panelist there as well. So Mark
Perfect.
Solis will be there.
Awesome.
Uh,
So good.
Black and Silver Diamond says so many cons, so little time.
Indeed.
We'll definitely see you at Game Expo, so can't wait to see you there.
And we'll talk about that a little bit more next week.
Yes, we will, because it's gonna be right. It's right on our toes.
And then y'all can hear me rant about how horrible cons are. No, I'm just kidding.
except I. So that was a lot of fun. We talked about The Flash. We talked about Gotham. We talked about Supergirl. We talked about
Fear the
Star
Walking
Trek a little bit,
Dead,
Fear the Walking
Orville,
Dead,
Star
Orville.
Trek, The Gifted. We watched too much television.
We watched a lot of
Teen
television.
Wolf,
Teen Wolf,
Riverdale, Designated Survivor, Good Doctor. Yeah, we watched too much TV.
These are, and a lot of these, like I think The Good Doctor, I think it is kind of a geeky show. Just from an aspect.
Just because you're seeing how like that the mind works
Yeah.
and all the things that you see, the medical things that you see him kind of going through. Yeah, kind of. I think so.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Mark Solis says, cool. Gonna see if I can finish an augmented reality prototype by tomorrow. Awesome.
Sweet.
I would like to check that out.
Perfect.
ACFI really burnt me out. Oh, the furry invasion.
Oh, furry invasion. Well, if you can come and show off your costume that you made, that would be
Yeah,
really great
that'd be
because I
cool.
think people would really like to see that. So, and it's at Stevens High School.
Yes, at Stephen High School, and it's like right around the corner from us.
Don't tell
So
people where we live.
it's real close. So thanks for checking us out again. I really appreciate you watching us again. If you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe to us. And if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like us, give us a thumbs down. But if you give us a thumbs down, tell us why you gave us a thumbs down, and we'll work on it. But thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen, and that's Stuart.
Geek Out SA. Catch you later.